Hi angels, welcome back to my channel. So today's pick a card is going to be witchy and spiritual messages that you need to hear, just general spiritual and witchy stuff. I just felt called to do this. I feel like there is a collective of us, especially on my YouTube, that need these messages, that just need to have a bit more clarity when it comes to witchy stuff. So I'm here to deliver, of course. Please subscribe, like and comment. In the description and in the comments I will have a link to my website where you can book Alchemy of Lilith if you'd like to heal the oppression that is within. I also have readings available if you'd like to book further, all my socials also. So yeah, we are going to get straight into it. I have already pre-picked the video cards, so it's either the thumbnail of the video as well if you want to check that. The pole 1, you are the piano. Pole 2, you are the fire. And pole 3, you are the candle. So pick whichever card is calling to you. Pause the video if you need more time or check the thumbnail. Pole 1, you are this piano. I actually feel like this is the Queen of... Is this the Queen of Wands? The Queen of Swords? I don't know. I think it may be the Queen of Wands. So yeah, this is your pile. We're going to get into your spiritual and witchy messages. So first off, just channeling this card here, I feel like I get a lot of Queen energy, right? Not only because there's a crown there, but I get this like Queen of Swords energy from you. I get this very big like fierce and fiery energy. I get someone that is just on business, and I feel like you have a lot of potential here. And you know what's funny? When I was shuffling these cards out, there were many cards that came out for you, right? But I chose this one. But it almost felt like you right now are blocking your spirituality or your witch energy. You are literally blocking that magic within you, and it's almost like it keeps coming up and trying to manifest. Like I almost see like a cauldron, and it's like bubbling, it's bubbling, and then the connection goes. And I don't know if you feel blocked right now spiritually, psychically, if you feel like you're not connecting with your guides or connecting with your magic, but I assure you it's you. It is you not knowing your power. And I feel this energy of like, what did I say about that cauldron? Ooh, listen. There is something about your intention here, and the intention that you're putting towards spell work, towards what you're trying to create, okay? Towards what it is that you want out of your spirituality, out of your spell, out of the magic that you're trying to create. Now there is something around your female lineage here, so whether you are trying to heal the ancestral lineage, or there is something about your mother here, like a line of feminine witches, okay? And either like, firstly I get like the witches before you never really got to your potential. They never really got to your energy. It's almost like their magic was a bit different to how you do your magic. It was not like, you know, how you may do candle work, or how you may how you see things. I don't know, there's something about occult here as well. Like I also pick up on heavy past life energy for you. There is something about like a cult here, okay, that you had in a past life, and it was almost like you were a part of this cult. You were a part of this like female energy. Now if we're talking about the present day, you were a part of like a group of friends, group of family members that you just don't fit into. And I almost feel like you didn't want to be in this cult, and you had a past life, a recent past life as a witch or as an energy worker, however you choose to identify yourself when it comes to spirituality, because it can be all of the above, honestly, right? There is no limitations to what you can call yourself. But I see this energy of you saying you want to be alone. You want to do different type of spells. You want to do different type of magic. You don't just want to be a psychic. You don't just want to be a tarot reader. You want to be more than that. And I feel like by trusting your own intuition here, that is how you are going to connect more with your magic, with what you're creating spiritually right now, okay? With what you're healing. Because everything around you feels oppressed. It feels almost like, I don't know why, but I just get there is a female behind you. It could be a mother energy. This is someone kind of cutthroat, someone that kind of is trying to tell you what to do or doesn't really agree with your energy, because I feel like this shows up in different ways as well. It's not just like that it's a mother, if that doesn't resonate. Like I also see like a manager that like oppresses you. There is always someone, even it could be a relationship, right? Some of you are bisexual as well is what I'm getting, but there is always someone telling you what to do, what to be, you know? And it's kind of like I feel this energy of like, why aren't you just doing the shit that you want to do? Why aren't you just doing baneful magic? And some of you don't want to even do that stuff. Like there is something about like the occult here, a group of witches, like a group of practitioners, the spiritual community as a whole that you just don't want to be a part of. You want to do your own thing and you want to be fierce at it. It is not that you just want to be alone in a cottage. I don't know if that's what you think, like you just need to be alone. It is not. You're supposed to be known for something within the spiritual community. I don't know why, but I get that you're going to go viral if you're doing anything on social media, or you're not going viral because you're scared of like what people are going to say. Even if it's not viral, you just want to be seen for something, or it's not like, I don't know how to explain it other than it's not so human, right? It is not something where it's like, oh, I want to go viral on TikTok. It's not necessarily just that. It is more like, I want to be a witch that is known for my work. You have a powerful energy here where you can create something within the spiritual world as a witch, whether it's a business, making spells, or some of you, maybe it is even joining a cult here, right? Joining another practitioner. There is some sort of sisterhood here that I feel like within past lives, it comes up as both, okay? It comes up as both good and bad. You've had both good and bad energy within a group of feminines, the occult, sisterhood. But it's almost like whatever it is that you want, you see healer is coming out. Listen through as the medicine bleeds through her teeth, seen only by those who hold her mirror. You see, it's like whether you want to be a healer or not, or some of you, because this come out in reverse, you don't want to just be that mundane energy. You want to be something different. And I'm here to tell you, you can. And I don't know if you work with a deity, maybe it is time, but I do see like a lot of deities coming through here. I feel like Hecate is coming through, right? But I also see like the Morrigan. There is something around like fiercely just being you. Not just that, but there is something around your ancestors, whether you work with them or not. Your ancestors were shamans, I feel, or there is big shamanism, healer type energy within your lineage that you have access to. And I even hear you say like, oh, like I can't do that kind of practice because it's closed. I mean, if it's closed, right? We have to hold ourselves accountable. You don't want to be messing with any spirits that are not yours to mess with in the first place. But I don't know, question it, question what you're doing a little bit, because I feel like there is something around you thinking you can't, but you can. You have access to it. So maybe you need to look into your ancestral lineage a little bit more, or you need to actually look at something that is within the family already that you have access to, because it may not be like, oh, practicing this close practice, but sometimes like when it comes to being of different background, different ethnicities, different ethnic people do different things, right? But it's the same thing. Like some people like to cleanse in a different way, some people believe in evil eye, some people don't, right? So question it a little bit, look into what it is that is already within your lineage. But there is something, and I do see like face tattoos here as well, and that may be significant. You were part of a tribe is what I feel. You were supposed to be part of a tribe. Okay, what is the spiritual messages here of pile 1? Something about the night time for you. I don't know if it's like spells are good in the night time for you. Your talents as well. You're very talented. I'm noticing that she's sitting at a piano now. Something around your natural talents are going to come out through spells, through what you need to know right now. Yeah, look, there's something about this red dress. It is, listen, Lilith coming through very strong here for you. And yes, I love that. You may want to work with Lilith as well, because I find Lilith really challenges a lot of what you know. Not just like being this empowering version that we know that she brings out of all of us. But one of the things that I love about Lilith is that she challenges everything that you know. It's not just about being empowering. It's about being empowering to yourself. It is about who you are. I like working with Lilith because she brings out a different type of energy. You think you're going into something with one thing, but then she's like, oh, hold on, let me just clear this doorway, open it up, and let me show you there is more to your energy than what you thought initially, you know? And she brings it out within you. It is not something that comes from outside, it comes from within. So there is a lot of I'm hearing like self work that you need to be doing, shadow work maybe as well, when it comes to identifying who you are. You need to do some identity work around witchcraft, around spirituality. You need to write down what it is that you actually want as well, you know, because sometimes we have so many thoughts as witches, as spiritualists, as healers, that it's hard to channel because you get so ignited by everything. But there is something here that you already have, I feel like she's saying, okay? Something around a spell, a talent, something that you hold. It's almost like you're sitting here already, but it's like, are you going to order a drink or not? You know? I love that. There is something about a therapist. This card is giving me like therapy energy. Talking to a friend about like what you need. Oh, are you not trusting your intuition when it comes to a co-witch, a spell witch? Who is calling on your intuition right now? And I feel like, I don't know, there is something about the truth that is coming out within you. I'm having a vision of like really just staring at Lilith in the eye. And I feel like when you look at Lilith in the eye, it's like there is something that is mirroring there. Something that needs to be addressed. You're not addressing something when it comes to spirituality. When it comes to what it is that you really want. I feel like this is giving me the snake energy as well. Okay, the back of this card. And look, this says, a river of mercy blessed by mother. There is something that was passed down through the feminine energy. Ooh, it is this huge empowerment, this ownership to be yourself. And maybe the mother energy couldn't really have access to this, or didn't really channel this, you know, had really trouble standing up for herself. And I see that you're leaning on other people here. If it's not other people, it's almost like you're sitting in this pity energy and you're like, I really want to do this, but you're not doing it. You know what I mean? It's giving very much like, I need other people to help me, but you don't. There is something that you need to do alone here. Okay, whether it's distancing yourself from a friend, somebody that you're doing spells with, a cult, again, a cult, I don't know. Something here, and you know what it is. The number 10 is like causing huge endings for you as well. So let's get into these messages. What are the spiritual messages? Give me some more energy here. There, I am seeing a phone here as well, and it's funny because I feel like she's, oh, okay, I feel like this is a knife cutting into an apple, but it kind of like, I saw a phone as well. There's something about a phone, something to do with your phone. You're scrolling through a phone. Like, I don't know why, but I keep hearing the truth about this phone. You're going to discover something around a phone. It could be to do with a connection here, is what I feel. But there is a betrayal around you. Be aware of that, okay? And we do have the Tower in reverse. So when it comes to like spirituality and like everything that you are creating right now, you're resisting a lot of your own power and a lot of your own energy, okay? Ooh, this is giving me like green apple, rotten apple vibes. You see what I said about looking Lilith in the eye? There is something here that is really like testing your vulnerability right now. So what I'm getting right now, okay, is that you're ignoring something and it's split. For some of you, you're ignoring something when it comes to other people, when it comes to this feminine energy, connections. Listen, there is something about a friend here, and usually I am more than spot on with it. So if something is coming up, ooh, listen, Mercury retrograde is coming, okay? Don't let them try you. There is something around people influencing you right now, or like stopping you from making a change that you want to make. Whether it's you're not seeing this betrayal around you, whether it's you're allowing people to dictate your every move, babe, I'm just gonna say it. Take back your fucking power and your energy when it comes to your spiritual and witchy self. Trust your psychic senses, your abilities right now. You can do this. Because something right now is causing you a lot of distress, a lot of disharmony. It is making you regret decisions here. It is making you feel that you're not good enough. It's making you restless. Someone is messing with your sleep as well. This is a witchy video. Anything goes, and you know that if you're a witch, right? Anything goes. Someone is messing with your energy. So be careful, especially if this is another spiritualist or if this is a friend. Like there is something around this cauldron, babe, okay? Your manifestation is not coming through because someone is stopping the intention from happening. I'm seeing someone whisper into a drink and someone is taking from you internally. What this energy is, okay, it is coming from people taking from your power, okay? It is coming from you not standing in your power and trusting what it is that you need to build. You always give your energy to everything other than yourself. That is what the energy is, okay? That is the spiritual message for you. You cause this delay within your projects, within your manifestations, because you are always waiting on someone or something. You are always allowing people to tell you your circumstances. One of the things I learned most recently is everything is just a fucking illusion. It's not that this person's necessarily doing like shitty stuff behind your back, or people are stopping me, this is not coming together, I can't get the money together. It is not just about that. Usually there is a wound within as well. And we often don't acknowledge that because it's easier to sit here and say someone's giving me evil eye, I need to cleanse, right? But a lot of the time it comes from somewhere. And when you realize that everyone that is hating on you, or everyone that tells you you can't do something, it's just the limitation of your mind trying to sympathize with the comfort that you've always been stuck in, you will start to receive changes very quickly once you start changing that. And everything about your spiritual journey right now is just about you standing in your truest form. Be yourself. Understand your power. Do the things that you want to do. Accept who you are. Now, I'm also hearing like, are you healing yourself in the process? Because being a healer, when I first became like a spiritualist, I knew very at the beginning, like at the very start of my spiritual journey, that I was part healer, right? Honestly, not even part healer. I was a healer. I knew that I was supposed to help people heal the oppression. It was not just about me doing that for myself, but also helping others. And along that way, I went through so much emotional destruction because the one thing that was happening, I was not taking care of myself. So where is the healer not taking care of themselves? Where is the witch not protecting herself first? You know, you got to look at it like that, because there is something about you just needing that friend, needing that ally, needing someone to help you, but it's like you never help yourself. And what I will say is Lilith, she definitely comes in as a friend if you need her to be. One of the things I realized before I started working with Lilith was I need someone to just show me that kindness, and she did, because that was what I needed. I didn't need someone to just tell me to get the fuck up. Sometimes I do, right? And I definitely have deities that hold me accountable to that, but I needed that softness. I needed someone to be gentle with me. And until that happened, until I started to look within, nothing in my life was the same. I started to change enormously when I started to listen to myself. So this is what your spiritual messages are. It's about you giving to yourself, right? There is something I'm hearing, like dealing the cards. Yeah, it's kind of like some of you could be like, you could do divination as well, but, or you want to learn divination, but I see like as a tarot reader, as you're dealing the cards, you are also dealing your own fate here, okay? Every move that you make, every thing that you oppress comes from that energy. It comes from shit that you're holding back on, you right? And I feel like you're feeling very drained right now. You're feeling like very big restless energy, right? You're feeling not only restricted, but you're feeling like mentally unwell. And this reminds me of a church, right? This kind of gives me like money challenges as well, being a spiritual witch or trying to get things together. Like, I don't know why, but it's almost like you need to express, you need to vent to yourself. And it's almost like I'm seeing this church being a representation of your peace, right? It's funny because we go to like churches and temples, and for those who are religious, you don't have to be religious, obviously, because some of you are witches and that's not always the case. But it's almost like the symbolism of people going to these churches, temples to find peace, to pray for peace. But if only they acknowledge their own vessel, they would see that they had the peace within, that, you know, the divine was within. So there is something here around you creating the life that you want to live, you know, doing the things that you want to do by lighting your own candle first, okay? I love you, pile 1. I hope that was helpful. I will see you in the next one. Pile 2, you are the 10 of Wands. I was wondering why my video looks so dark. And it was literally because I forgot to clip my light on. So I just clipped it back on, okay? So if the lighting looks weird, it's because I just clipped that back on. But wow, we are going to get into your pile because, whew, let me tell you, out of all the piles, you are my most witchiest, my most powerful pile ever. Like literally, I can feel the ground shaking, okay, with your energy and your power. And I'm not just saying this to gas you up. You have had many fucking past lives, okay? Many. Where you were oppressed, you were told that you couldn't do something. You were even, okay, for being who you wanted to be, for being a witch. You were really taken advantage of in so many different ways. Like, you have lived a lot of past lives. And I feel like you may feel this through your life right now. You just feel called to different things. It's almost like life has never really been simple. You've always had to heal something, okay? I can relate. But you are going to heal this depression. If you want to book Alchemy of Lilith, I highly recommend that you do so, because whew, this is literally the reading that I created, was your energy, the things that you are going to go through. So I feel like with the 10 of Wands, you have been burdened by so much. And this is finally the life that you're going to step into the flames, and you are going to become everything that you want to become. And I am seeing like spirit or your spirit guides whoever you choose to channel, the moment that you realize your power, it's almost like everything is going to come so much more easily to you. Your life has been a real struggle here. It has not been easy. And even like this is giving me phoenix type energy, right? Even the phoenix like doesn't live just one life, right? He has to burn, right? The bird has to burn before he becomes the phoenix. And I see that things have been so difficult because the second that you start to step into your power, things are going to be dealt out to you, okay? I'm seeing like gambling. I don't know if that's important to you. Maybe you do tarot and divination as well. There is something around like a dice rolling. Like, I feel like you made a huge gamble recently, or you're going to make a huge sacrifice. And the sacrifice is you choosing to be who the fuck you want to be. And I don't know if you've snapped recently at someone or you're just fucking fed up. But I see this energy of like, you're just going to become this fierce, untouchable person. You have definitely Hecate's energy within you. It is fierce. It is untouchable. It is never just one thing. You are becoming the person that you want to become. Let me tell you, manifestations, dream life. It is happening because it's you willing to heal what is within yourself. So you're destroying a lot of these burdens right now. And the energy may feel fucking tough. I went through this energy and it weren't easy stepping into that flame. Trust me, I had to burn bridges. I had to burn people. I had to watch people watch me burn. It was not easy. But you know what? The person that ignited this is going to feel your wrath. Whew. I don't know if this was a relationship here, or if this was just the person that has pissed you off. It could be family, it could be anyone, right? But there is one specific person that I'm hearing, maybe two. 1 to 2 energies. And I'm seeing as you're in this flame, some of you may even shudder at your own energy. You just like shake, because I feel like I'm seeing from the lens of you now. I'm looking out as this fire is surrounded from me. And I feel like you may even feel that in your bones, right? You may just not necessarily have visions of that, but you may just feel this intensity. You may feel your body like shake with energy sometimes, especially when you're doing a lot of spiritual stuff, because you can feel that anger and wrath within. And I feel like your most recent past life, you got your heart broken. You could have got your heart broken in this life as well, but there is something about your most recent past life that absolutely pissed you the fuck off. And it's going to come out whether you want to do spell work or whether you just want to just start really aligning your energy with that which you want. Again, Alchemy of Lilith literally created this for this reason. And you are doing it. I'm so proud of you. So this story is not just about your wrath, angel, okay? It is about you. It is about how you sit with yourself now. Because I feel like it is time for you to deeply transform, right? It is time for you to face what has been hurting you within. Because everything in your life has really pissed you off. It has burdened you for a very long time, to the point of anger, to the point where I feel like you either most recently gave up. This happened to me. I gave up just before I stepped into the flame, right? You just decided you didn't want to do it anymore. You don't want to be spiritual, because let me tell you, being spiritual ain't easy. Walking this path ain't easy. People don't realize. They think it's, oh, like whatever, you know, you light some incense and that's it. No, walking a spiritual path and truly changing your fucking life is hard. Let me tell you. And you've mastered that so easily. And I know it didn't feel easy. Okay, I know it felt like you were alone. You know, could never possibly grow from this. I'm smelling like blood here as well. This could be something to do with like your cycle and transforming your body as well. But I feel like, I don't know if you're about to have nosebleeds or This could be even a sign of like a deity around you. Yeah, you definitely have a guardian demon around you. I don't know who it is though. It is someone that likes flame though, fire. Yeah, I definitely feel that. And the card that fell was actually the veil, right? I don't know if you've noticed like people messing with your energy or things going missing, but I feel like this is your guardian demon trying to lighten the mood. For others it could be a past loved one or a spirit guide. It is a spirit though, I feel, that has taken like ownership of this next transformation, but this person also lights the way for you. It is not just all, it could be Loki, who knows, I don't know, that just came into my brain. But yeah, they definitely protect you and they definitely look out for you. But I don't know why I just get someone that is not your typical like love and sunshine deity. Okay, this demon, this guardian demon, this deity that wants to work with you is a bit more fun. That's why I thought it may be Loki as well. Who knows, I've never really worked with him before, so I wouldn't know, but that is what is coming up. So I'm sure you can ask for a sign. But yeah, like someone who lights the way, you know, someone who makes things a bit more light-hearted for you, because I feel like, whoa, yeah, because your life has been so intense. Like I don't know, I'm seeing like an intense childhood, like a lot of like dark and scary energy, right? Trauma as well, not just like dark and scary energy, but I see like you were maybe a child that saw dark figures or spiritual things happen to you when you were younger, but you never really knew it was that. You just took it upon like oh well, like weird shit's happening, or like I'm scared. But I don't know why I'm getting like you weren't really scared of the dark. There is something about like feeling comfort within the dark, you know. This spirit is with you. I do get Asmodeus as well, but again, I haven't really worked with him, so I can't really speak on that energy. But I definitely see like a horse, someone riding a horse and coming in with this wand here, okay? Let's see, what is the spiritual messages here? Things are going to change for you very, very quickly, okay? But there is a lot of energy that is happening at once right now for you, okay? And I feel this energy of like you needing to just be gentle with yourself. There is a more of a loving type of energy that is coming from this deity, this demon for you, because it's almost like you have been in this struggle for so long that you have forgotten what it means to hope. You have forgotten what it means to pray, to just be gentle with yourself in the process. So I definitely feel like that message is coming in through you, or for you, sorry. The moon and the stars seem very prominent for you, because I do see like you have been left alone before, whether it's this life or past life. I see you like having to go through so much alone, like being restricted, and you no longer want to feel that. And I feel like you're realizing the power is truly within. I don't want to feel controlled anymore. I don't want to sacrifice myself over and over again. And I feel like you're going to go through this awakening and this realization that you don't have to struggle anymore. Sometimes when we've grown up or we've been around so much struggle and hardship, it is very hard to stop seeing that energy as such a hill, right? We always feel like we're walking up this hill, I'm on this transformation. But things didn't start to change for me personally. I'm going to give you myself as an example, right? Until I really sat with myself and I said, I'm no longer walking up this hill. My path is straight, it's easy. I'm not going to struggle anymore. I'm going to look at where that struggle is coming from. I'm going to free it and I'm going to move forwards. You have to sometimes take yourself out of what you've known for so long. And I do feel this energy of things are going to get easier, or things are going to be a bit more slow as we go into Mercury retrograde, right? So you can understand what it means to be in water rather than fire, right? What it means to just be relaxed. There is something about a lotus flower really coming through here as well. You're going through a lot of crown chakra awakening, but also a lot of this inner internal beauty, this inner peace, right? There is another deity that is coming through for me, but I feel like I can't really see her name very clearly. But there is definitely something here around you starting to internalize beauty rather than pain. There is a lot of change that is happening on this spiritual journey for you. Okay, give me some spiritual messages about your craft here. So candles seem very prominent for you, okay? You may be guided to work with a lot of candles at this time. Things are going to become very easy for you. You are supposed to live a life that is free, that is easy, that is luxury, because you grew up in such a volatile space, okay? Because you've always had to fight for what it is that you want, your energy. You've always had to be so, right? It's always had to be you against the world, you against the world. And you're freeing this. It's no longer this. And I feel this even guardian angel, guardian demon, deity, right, coming through to really hold the torch for you. Again, this could be Hecate's energy as well. I think I said that in the beginning, right? Like holding the torch for you so you don't have to be so oppressed. You know, it's almost like it is time for me to just finally relax. And this may feel boring to you at first. This may feel like I don't like this energy. You know, I'm used to always going out, being impulsive, getting what I want. But what you are going to get is going to be a lot easier, right? You are going to be able to receive manifestations that much easier. Did I say that for you as well in the beginning? I'm sure I did. Can't remember, but a big part of your next journey when it comes to what you're manifesting, your spirituality, whatever, it's going to be about how you sit with yourself, okay? So it's like if you're struggling with an issue, let's say money, you need to look at where that struggle with money is coming from, destroy it, okay, which is again what I teach in my Alchemy of Lilith, and literally change that pattern, change that behavior. You are going to be unlearning a lot of the old behaviors that were passed down through parents, family, lineage, past lives. You are unlearning that, and you're learning to move more freely. Because when we actually think about being free, not being so tied down anymore, that doesn't look like we have to fight. That doesn't look like we have to stress for money. We have to stress about people, about our energy. It's about being assured with ourselves. That is what freedom is, right? So maybe get clear on where you can create more freedom in your life, or what freedom means to you. But your manifestations are going to come in very easily, okay? It's like, again, when you stop focusing on that volatile energy all the time and start just even being your manifestation, you are going to find that it comes in so much easily. You see, Four of Pentacles. I feel like right now you're in this very big energy of trying to make things happen, trying to find the resources while also holding on to a lot of that pain. Now, it may not just be money for you when it comes to your witchcraft, your spirituality. It is more you, right, holding on to this pain. And I am seeing also like you may be trying to look for spiritual tools or gain the things that you need. You know, maybe like it's like I need money for candles, but I'm seeing like when I pray for candles or when I ask my deity for candles, the candles come. And I feel like you are learning to like really accept yourself in this new energy. Does that make sense? It's like you are, again, like stuck in this energy of like worrying about money, fearing money, you know? And you'll be surprised when it comes to money specifically, a lot of it is in day-to-day stuff. It is in scarcity. The way that we eat our food, the way that we behave in the kitchen. You know, do you walk into your kitchen and feel like you don't have food or you don't have money for something? And obviously, like, I'm saying that with a grain of salt, because I know that life ain't easy for everyone and we have struggles. But on an energetic standpoint, you know better. You know that there is more symbolism behind certain things and certain things that you want. So I feel like you're learning to not just behave in such a vulnerable way. You're learning to be fierce in who you are and standing who you are. You know, you're not just tied up and burnt, right? You are more than that. And again, it is you growing your power that is going to change everything for you. You need to gain a new perspective when you're doing things. So that means like the way that you view money. If money is truly a struggle for you, or feeling like you never get anything new, you need to start identifying that, okay? So we have your advice. The Temperance in reverse. This is about mastering your energy, babe, okay? You do need to be patient when it comes to bringing new things into your life. You're going to meet someone that is going to be divinely guided, okay? If you're worried about love, is what I'm hearing, or a partnership that has betrayed you, love is going to come for you unexpectedly. Just like this mailman is behind her and she has no idea. Okay, it's gonna be something where you don't have to fight. Everything in your life is actually supposed to be incredibly easy. So they're saying like you need to be patient with yourself. There goes the fire again, right? The King of Wands. You are supposed to be a leader. Again, you're not supposed to be the one burning in the fire. You may even teach others this, or there is a spiritual practice here around you not doing what everyone else is doing. Like, you are supposed to lead. You are supposed to ask for help when you need it. And I feel like the advice in general for you right now is about unlearning these patterns so you can create something new. Okay, I love you, Pole 2. If you need to book with me, link in bio. I will see you in the next one. Pile 3, you are, I think this is the Ace of Wands. Yeah, you are this candle. So we're going to get into your spiritual and witchy messages. So honestly, the first thing that I feel like I'm channeling here is just the candle alone speaks volumes, right? Your power when it comes to spirituality, or the spiritual message that is coming through right now, is about your intention. It is about how you show up, okay? One of my favorite things about being a witch, some of you are witches, you don't have to be. There may be also some like ancestral like patterns here that you do, not patterns, but spiritual practices or ancestral practices that you're involved in as well, I feel. But one of my favorite things about being a witch is realizing that you're a witch. It is not just lighting the candle. It is not you know, like having all the tools or whatever. It is just acknowledging that I'm a fucking witch. When you feel like life is shit, guess what? I can get up and I can cast the spell because I have the access to it. I've done the work to be a witch, right? And sometimes we often forget that. And I feel like, I don't know if you wait for other people to like your intention. You work with like a main ancestor, or you're called to as well. And maybe you've been wanting to get into that. But I feel like you rely on a lot of stuff, whether it's candles itself or like witchy tools, a person, maybe other psychics or whatever. You like somewhat, not entirely, but like a small portion, give your energy towards other people or their practices, which is great because if you're supporting, you're supporting. But sometimes you forget yourself. And I feel like the message here is that like you're a witch. Duh, you're a witch. So it's almost like I see you speaking intentions to candles. I'm seeing like, you know, when people when they like chant their drinks, or they cast a spell on their drinks, they whisper into them, they whisper intentions to a partner, or like, you know, I can't remember what the actual word is, right? You have to forgive me because sometimes the words are not there in my brain, but The intention is what counts. And this is what I feel. Like, I feel like I'm seeing people like chant over drinks or chant over spells. And like, again, you may even use spirits here to really help you, right? You have this force within you. I haven't shuffled yet, but you have this power within that you don't acknowledge enough. Okay, and I feel like this is what's coming out. You need to be working on mirror magic, or you've started mirror magic. Like, it's not about what you do, it's about how you channel your intention, is what I'm feeling. Like, you see the way that she's looking in this mirror and she fucking knows herself. Like, does this look like someone that doubts themselves? Absolutely not. But I feel like, I don't know if it's laziness, okay, and it's okay if it is, we're all lazy. But there is something about you not wanting to just do the work. Does that make sense? Like, you don't do it enough is what I'm hearing. Like, you may be learning something, but it's almost like if you need like a cleansing, why are you not grabbing a candle and lighting the candle and doing a cleansing candle and spell, right? Why are you not cleansing in the shower? It's like, that is what I feel. I see like you need to get up to your altar more, okay? You see, you have the power. She's holding a key. You may work with a carte here. There is someone that works with horses. Don't ask me the name of this deity, but I'm sure they will reveal themselves to you. It is not Hades. It's a feminine energy on a horse is what I feel. And it is funny because you do have death here as well. So you're going through transformation, or maybe this is just Hecate's way of saying like, look, she's with you in death, okay? Being a death energy, a death deity. You may be a death worker as well. It's almost like there is so much more to your fucking potential, but it's like you are your limitation. The reason your spell doesn't go well is because you don't check yourself. It's because you don't grab your tools, you don't get up and step up to your altar when you need it. And when we look at spells, I don't know why, but Sabrina the Witch is coming out. I'm sorry, I know that's cliche. I love Sabrina, okay, especially the new Sabrina on Netflix. But not that we want to promote Netflix, but you know, there is something around like the way that Sabrina, like, she grabs her spells. Or there was, if you've watched the new Sabrina, right, there is an episode where she gets in the bath specifically, and she does like a cleansing or like a love bath, right? But also she does something to communicate with another spirit, if what I remember is correct. There is something about that, like, you have the power to communicate with spirits, but you don't fucking try it. You have the power to really see through the mirror. You are very good at mirror magic is what I'm hearing. So I do feel like there is someone that is learning this and someone that needs to get into this. Take your time if you are learning. Listen, crystals and herbs. You see, it's almost like you just have everything that you need, but you don't do it enough. Don't play with me, okay? You are a death worker. You have mediumship here, okay? I don't even need to shuffle. And there is something around the graveyard magic maybe, or honoring the dead, honoring ancestors to help your spells as well. Because again, there is something not only about you enchanting your own spells, but there is something around like when you light a candle or you do something with witchcraft, there is someone on the other side helping you do that. Whether it's through an altar, through a deity that you're connecting with, there is someone that comes in very strongly for you. But I feel like you maybe block your own energy because you don't call on them properly, or you never really get up and do enough of the spells. And it's not that you're not intuitively guided, because you are, right? This is someone that can help you bring in a lot of fruition as well, okay? Like, again, doing like mini spells, self-concept, you know. Use your time wisely, I feel like they're saying. There is something around the water on the altar as well. yeah, you are very, very part of like an ancestral community. I don't know if you know this, maybe you do, you work with your ancestors, for those who this resonates with. But pile 3, more than that, okay? Like something around the other side really guides you, and you have this very big gift of this protection from the other side, okay? And you don't know this, or you don't know it enough, right? And a lot of what comes to you comes through this doorway. But it's like you have to start allowing them in. Now, I'm going to say, like, be careful. Don't just be opening doorways to shit that you don't know, right? Because you don't want to be having shit sleep. Let me just say that, okay? But I feel like people even have tried to maybe cast on you, or if it's not like casted on you, there is something around like people watching you, or like you've always just had people envying you and understanding like what is the team, what is behind this doorway. People really want to get into your energy is what I feel, okay? They want to see how you make your money. These are people that have come from loss, or have even lost out on your energy and on your gratitude. People that once were very selfish towards you, okay? People who took your energy for granted as well, that want to be included in this new chapter of your life. And these people are going to be going broke, and you are going to be getting some new financial upgrades, or, you know, money's going to start to pour in, okay? But it's not just about money, okay? And I really feel the need to like express that. Like, I'm hearing both. It's okay to have money. You are moving into the energy of feeling safe with receiving, because for a long time you just didn't. But I also feel like you are learning to see that there is more to life than money, you know? It is about the energy that is created here. When you are sitting at your altar and you feel connected, when you're sitting in prayer, when you are, you know, doing what you love to do, it doesn't have to just be spells. It could be creating what you want, you know? When you can feel that life is changing, you know, my intention is changing from the flick of a candle, right? From the light of a candle, from the, you know, self-affirmations, like you are a witch, you are a practitioner, and just that alone is going to bring you so much. And these people, they want inside this doorway, but listen, you're very guarded because people are looking at you. It's almost like I see you looking at this altar, and you notice this ring, this what's it called now? I can't think of it. I don't know why. I'm also channeling a rosemary. Rosemary. Some of you need to work with rosemary. A rosary, right? I'm seeing that could be spiritual to you, or something that you have that, you know, what are those beads called, right? That people use in meditation. There is something about that. I can't remember what it's called. A wreath. Something around this protection though. I see you looking at the altar, or sitting at the altar, and it's like these spirits are all around you. And it's, you know what it gives me, you know, Coco, that film, when they honor the ancestors, and like on the other side it's like they all come to look at their sacred spaces. This is like your energy, okay? So you could again be of that lineage. You could have deeper roots ancestrally here, okay? But I see this is kind of how your magic works. So make sure that you're honoring the correct deities, ancestors, spirit guides here, because they are a big part of what is going to be created in this next chapter for you, okay? There is a lot coming in. There is emphasis on this next ending, this current cycle that you're ending. It is going to be a lot more fruition, or fruitful, sorry, than you realize. It is like intense. The energy is changing so greatly for you. Your gifts are going to be awakening. You're going to see this. And it's funny because there is an infinity sign. We are in an 8th year, okay? But more than that, I'm seeing this in my vision, okay? I'm seeing it right here. There is something about this cross of energy. Shit is changing for you magically. And I also feel like you are going to start something new when it comes to spirituality here, when it comes to being a witch, when it comes to like your sacred altar. You are going to learn a new gift. Now again, some of you it's mirror magic, maybe it's I want to get into candles more. You know, some of you are going to start to learn to venerate things as well, mediumship. There are so many things, right? Possibly here. Okay, a lot of you are learning to learn alchemy as well, or you're learning to heal your internal emotions. You're just going to receive so much in this next chapter, to the point where you're going to be unrecognizable. So this is your sign, okay? This is your sign to go above and beyond for yourself. And I feel like my phone just buzzed then, and they're saying it is time to end this out. So what I'm going to say, because I feel like my battery is literally about to die, but they're saying trust right now. Don't focus on what you've lost. Start seeing what you've gained, okay? Things are changing. Take control of your magic, of your time, your energy. I want to install this into you, and they are trying to install this into you. Look at things differently now. Start looking at what there is to create, not what you want to create. What is there to be created today? Okay, I love you, Pole 3. I hope that was helpful. I will see you in the next one.